All right. Good evening. Good evening, good people. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I know it's probably gonna take a little minute for some of y'all to get up in here. You know, well, I look like the numbers kind of jumping up right now, so I guess the notification must be working this time. All right. So I guess that's a good thing. I guess I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. For those of you who are able to chat, please let me know you can hear me and see me clearly. And we're gonna get in to this update right here. All right. Well, I guess the notification working on this one because look like the numbers kind of jumping up somewhat pretty quick this time around. Versus I'll be here probably about a minute or two. Then it take a minute for y'all to get up in here. But y'all let me know if y'all can hear me and let me know y'all can see me. And I love this mic. This mic is fire as fuck. It is. You got a feature here where I can mute it on top of it, press top of it. It go on mute. You see the light go off. I say, shit, that's pretty dope right there. So I kind of like this mic right here. All right, y'all say y'all can hear me and see me. Okay, what up, the real AK? BFF8, the sound check is good. Well, thanks for letting me know, Lady D. Thanks for letting me. That's an inside joke. Y'all wouldn't understand. Okay. Queen Water, what's going on? Lady D, the real AK, Miss D's, my cousin in the middle. What's up, Cuzzo? Neil GG, what's going on? All right, guys. Like I tell you, every story that I do, I try to keep y'all updated on. And this is an update that I have been waiting on. So we're gonna get right into this one, all right? All right, guys. I'm going to bring you an update on this child right here by the name of Amaria Osby. Amaria Osby. For those of you who was here when I first covered the story goes, the mom killed her. And one of her reasons for killing her, suffocating her, is because she felt like she loved her dad more than she loved her. I know in a lot of these stories, you hear some of the dumbest excuses or whatnot, but everybody got to make an excuse for something. Like they say, excuses like assholes, everybody got one, What if it's a stupid one or what is it a good one? Everybody has an excuse for doing what they do. Everybody has an excuse. And I just think it's just quite sad and crazy. All right. Also, before I get into this story, guys, I got a breaking news story I'm going to be doing pretty much right after this, depending on what time I get through with this one. So you go on my channel, you should see another show that's set up for 2 o'clock or 2:45 or something. But I only set it that far because I don't know how long it's going to take me to do this one. But I'm going to be doing a story that I got sent not too long ago. And it's a breaking story out there in Georgia. Anyway, yeah, the mom claimed she killed her because she felt like the child loved her dad more than she loved her. And as a matter of fact, I believe she also mentioned something about the fact that their birthday was on the same day or some stuff like that. But regardless of what, it's a sad story in general. Sad story in general. And I just love this picture of that baby right there. I mean, she is so pretty in that picture, look like she got like a little butterfly outfit on or something, and she really was enjoying it. So I really like that picture of her. But for those of you who don't remember the story, y'all know me, I'm always give you a refresher. And here's your refresher of the story. Have a listen, and then we're going to get into the update.
Says she shouted, "Mama, stop." Today, that mother of an 8-year-old girl from Chicago's Uptown neighborhood is charged with her murder. As CBS 2's Chris Tye tells us, police say they have a confession and some chilling details captured on tape.
It's bedtime, Tuesday night, the 24th, in what neighbors call a normally quiet apartment 1A here in Uptown. 38-year-old Andreal Hagler and her 8-year-old daughter Amaria Osby begin saying prayers when it happened. The mom told police she felt it was their time to go because they were both born on the 24th, and she felt her daughter didn't love her anymore, and she loved her dad more. Hagler says she drank bleach, and her daughter didn't drink any. Moments later, she then smothered her daughter with a plastic bag. The last sounds the defenseless 8-year-old uttered, her mom says, was screaming, "Mama, stop." The next morning, the girl's uncle discovered them inside. He called police, who discovered a comforter on the bed that was covering another body. 2 small legs from the shins down were visible. Amaria was asphyxiated. Her mom, admittedly on PCP, failed a suicide attempt. Later to police, she explained that she put the bag over her daughter's head, similar to how the bag was over her head when the police found her. The door to apartment 1A remained sealed. Through that door, just hours before the murder, DCFS investigators. They came by for a check on domestic violence between 2 adults. There had been no allegations of abuse or neglect against children here, according to the department. The 38-year-old mother now charged with murder. Hagler's attorney says his client remains catatonic and suicidal behind bars, saying that she's been an occupational therapist for the last 17 years. Her bail was denied Friday. In Uptown, Chris Tye, CBS 2 News.
I want y'all to put a pin mark in that about the social services coming out there, and they saying they didn't see no abuse or anything like that. I want y'all to put a pin mark up in there, because the dad going to talk about that when I play his interview. All right, the dad's going to talk about that. Now, what I just heard right here, I must have missed when I first did this story. They say it's video footage. It's video footage. God knows I don't want to see that, because it probably just going to make me break down and cry if I probably see that. Matter of fact, the story just said, period, it makes you want to cry. All right. But anyway, for those of you who not familiar with the story, I played that for y'all. And for those who need a refresher, I played that for y'all. All right. I played that for y'all. Now let's go in further. Y'all remember when I did an update not too long ago that the DCL workers who was on this case, they were suspended because they said for 60 days they did not do their job and go check on this baby or put eyesight on this child for 60 days, when it's supposed to be like a everyday thing until they made contact with the child. Then from my understanding, if I'm not mistaken, they did not make any more attempts to try to put their eyes on this child, which pretty much left her wide open for the unthinkable to happen by the hands of her mom. All right. So again, for those of you who are not familiar with this story, I just played this for you. And for those who do remember the story, I just did this for a refresher for you. All right. So now, guys, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna get right into the update right now. And if you don't mind, please hit that thumbs up for your boy. All right. And again, I will be doing another live pretty much soon after this one. I'm going to be doing another one. We got a breaking update down there in Georgia. A breaking update. And quite a few of y'all had sent me this story. And when I read this story, that damn almost made me cry, because you got to ask yourself, when does the madness end? When does the madness end? And this is why I want y'all to understand something. This is why I say about the Cal City Board case. Some of y'all saying, y'all with the lawsuit. I get it. They had that right to do the lawsuit to try to make some kind of change. But here's my thing, though. If they win whatever they're asking for, what is going to change? What I mean, seriously, what is the money going to change? Let alone, I'm curious about whatever money they're going to get, what is going to be put towards, So, and I asked that in this sense right here. Is it going to stop CPS from fucking up? I doubt it. Is it going to stop people stopping children for ending up in the wrong hands of foster parents? I doubt it. Now, however, do I believe it may be a step forward to make a change? Possibly. But we just had to see how something like that plays out. All right. But anyway, guys, the dad has spoken out. This was back on June the 9th. I don't know how I missed this, but I work a lot, so that's probably how I missed it. And I want y'all to hear the dad speak. And I think this story a little bit deeper than what we think. Let's have a listen.
It was the last thing Amaria Osby heard before her mother suffocated her with a plastic bag in their Uptown apartment last month. It was an explanation. Police say that mother told her 8-year-old she was doing it because the little girl loved her father more. Tonight, only on 2, that father is speaking out, talking with our Chris Tye about the Illinois child welfare system that he says failed his daughter.
Hi, it's me, Amaria. It's a day. She smiled every day.
Look at that pretty baby, man.
She was the
She is so
8-year-old
pretty.
DeMarcus Osby called his heart. The father that tried, but says was repeatedly denied custody of the little girl, had a Disney cruise planned with her.
He was denied custody of the child. So he tried to get the child. He was denied custody. I said, this is my thing. Even though I don't know much about the child custody situation, or of course, when it comes to children, I just think it's sad that a lot of men get railroaded in situations like this. Now, I'm not saying he's an angel or saint or anything. I don't know this man criminal background, or if he has a background at all. But it's just sad that you hear a lot of men that try to get custody of their children, you know, to make better for them or whatnot, and they just get dogged out in the system. Especially with this story, considering the courts knew this woman was unfit to take care of this child, but yet y'all let her slip through the cracks and let this baby stay with their mom, and she did this stupid shit to this child. Well, 9 times out of 10, y'all would have tried to get it to him. This baby probably would still be alive today. Just possibly would still be alive today. But that just saddened me, though, to hear the men that do try to have custody for their children, how they get to run around. That saddens me.
Her next month, but a phone call last month changed those plans and his life.
When I got that phone call from my brother, and he told me my daughter was dead.
Murdered just after evening prayers in her bedroom at the Uptown apartment she lived with her mom, Andreal Hagler. Hagler confessed to police that Amaria refused to drink some bleach she poured for her. So, high on PCP, she covered her head with a plastic bag as her daughter shouted,
"Mommy, stop."
Y'all see that picture right there?
Bag at
I don't know. That's her dead. I hope not, but if that is, if that's her dead right there, my heart just broke. I'm hoping that's just a picture of her sleeping, but if that's a picture of her dead, my heart just broke. It did. Well, my heart's broken, period. But if that's her laying there dead, I'm crushed. I am.
As her daughter shouted,
"Mommy, stop." She knew her mama was trying to kill her.
her last moments.
Her last moments. And that's what eats me up even more.
Hagler says she explained to her little girl why this had to be done.
I killed my daughter because I felt that she loved her daddy more than me. That's a load of Girls are cling to their fathers. Boys cling to their mothers. It's just human nature.
So, why did she do it? DeMarcus Osby thinks it had everything to do with a visit to the house just hours earlier by the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services.
To be truthful,
that's why I told y'all put that pin mark in that child service stuff. One, because of that right there. When I originally did the story, I don't recall reading that part or hearing that part. They were just there hours prior to what this woman did to this child. If they did say it, I missed it. So if what he's saying is true, which I'm sure what he's telling is true, then that about them being born on the same day, that's bullshit. Part of it may be high on PCP, yes. But like he said right there, I think that was the main thing right there, because the Child Protective Service probably finally laid eyes on her and she felt they was going to come and see something, and maybe she was going to lose custody, and he was probably going to end up getting custody of the child. All right. So when I heard this, guys, I said, you know what? When he said that kind of makes sense right there. They just left your house. So maybe you felt the walls closing in because you know what you've been doing to that baby, which is foul as fuck, and trying to make her drink bleach. So when she didn't do what you want her to do, you turn around and killed her. But I think it's more so got to do with him, because he tried to get her. With a lot of these stories, that's what it really is. When the father trying to get him and try to fight for him, they kill him. Because the mindset is, if I can't have him, you can't have her either.
That's the reason why my daughter's dead. Because she told the truth to the agent.
She told the truth to the agency, so the daughter talked. Told you.
She told the truth. She didn't lie.
What truth did she tell?
That my mother was beating her.
When he came up from Texas to identify her body, he noticed evidence of that abuse.
I saw bruises all in her face. That lets me know that her mother was beating her. And she wasn't lying.
Listen to what he said. He saw the bruises. So how did CPS come out and they didn't see the bruises? What kind of shit is that? How did CPS come out? They didn't see the bruises, but he did. And the baby told them this woman is beating her. And this man could not get custody of his child. This is sad, people. And there's many men going through the same thing that he's going through when it comes to getting custody of their children. There's many of them. Now, some of y'all may ask the question, how involved was he in her life? That is a good question. Unfortunately, I don't have an answer to that right now. I don't. That is a good question, though. I would like to know that myself. Or maybe he's going to say it up here. I don't know. Let's continue.
Where did you see the bruising? On the cheeks, you said?
Back.
Back.
Her back.
But in a statement to CBS 2, DCFS said during their visit to the apartment that day, the investigator noted no signs of abuse.
No sign of abuse. But the dad saw the abuse, but they saw no sign of abuse. What kind of shit is that? Seriously, something ain't right. Somebody wasn't doing their job. Well, obviously, they weren't doing their job. Because if they were doing their job, they would have investigated the girl's body and saw the bruises, the same bruises that he saw. But according to them, no signs of abuse.
The DCFS workers that were here just hours before that murder are no longer on child protective duty. Why? Department policy says they're supposed to make contact, or at least try and make contact, with the family of a neglect call within 24 hours of the call coming in. DeMarcus himself made that call back in March, and DCFS did not make contact with that mother and daughter for 60 days. And on 59 of them, they didn't even try. What do you make of that? 60 days.
60 days, honestly, a slap in the face. They could have got her. They could have got my daughter. They could have got my daughter and saved her life.
We've asked DCFS for case notes on what they saw and what Amaria said that day, as well as what will happen to those employees. They declined comment, saying this is still an open investigation.
I bet they did decline. I bet they did.
We will not be commenting further.
What is your message to the head of DCFS as you sit here today?
You need to clear the whole building out and put people in there that really want to do this job.
The little girl that smiled every day, all day, has now been laid to rest.
She is so pretty.
But this father says he will not rest until some sort of change is made.
Because it don't make no sense that my daughter is laying in the ground 60 days after I made a call, begging for help.
And they never came.
Never came.
Chris Tye, CBS 2 News.
Child advocacy experts have called on DCFS to release all documents related to this case. Andreal Hagler is charged with first-degree murder.
Phil in his cave, Twinno.
So I want y'all to understand something. I have these stories where mothers had called out for help for CPS, and now I just did a story where the father actually called out for help for Child Protective Services. And on both parts, they have failed dramatically. They have failed dramatically. All right. Now, understand, I know a lot of people say that, hey, you know, CPS got a lot of cases, and I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. So I guess when we do these stories and when we cover these stories, we aiming more so at the people who was responsible for her case. You know, I can't blame everybody in CPS for the people who was on her case for them not doing their job. All right. But however, though, you know, in this situation, it appears that one apple always spoiled a bunch. Amen. When it comes to CPS or social services, if you got one apple, it seems like that one apple spoils the whole damn bunch. All right. And it's hard for the people to trust the social services. All right. But now don't get it twisted now. Don't get it twisted. Some of you parents out there put yourself in situations where your child get taken. You know, and I'm not just saying that to be a dick, but that's just real talk. Some of y'all put yourself in a situation where your children do get taken, you know? So, but in a situation like this, when a child really does needs help or getting out of a toxic environment, you have to ask the question, where do CPS be at the time? What are y'all doing? Just sitting around partying, drinking with your thumb in your ass or something? I mean, what do y'all be doing? Seriously, what do y'all be doing? And again, if this man said he saw the bruises on the daughter, then how the fuck y'all didn't see it? How is it that y'all didn't see it? And he's saying he's seen on her back and everything. And then the baby even told you, yeah, Reese, I got a show set up after this one. If you go to my channel, you see it set up. I sent it to you. Matter of fact, I emailed you the link to this show. So I'll be doing it right after this one. But yeah, the baby even told them, my mom is beating me. Whatever word she used. So now, makes me think, when some of them do make contact with the children, ask them questions, and they tell them what's going on, what do you do? Just straight up ignore it? What you just do? Put it in your file and say, well, I'm just gonna put it in my file, man, so I can cover my ass. Which I've heard people do that before. If they have to report something, which they really don't want to report it, they report it and say, I'm just going to report it just to cover my ass. Just in case something come back, then I already got it documented down. But see, here's the thing, though. Even with that, though. What did you really document? What did you really document? What did you put on that paper that baby told you? Or did you put on that paper or whatever anything that child said at all? You just made your own notes because you didn't feel like dealing with it. Because that's what it sounded like to me. That's what it sounded like to me. Y'all didn't make notes of what this baby told y'all, because if y'all did, then it should have been a heavy ass investigation. Because ain't no telling how long this woman been doing PCP. I'm pretty much sure she ain't just started doing it. She probably been doing it. Now, unless there's some people out there who can tell me that you just sit back one day and say, hey, I want to get high on PCP. Let me go find some drugs so I get high for her. Now, you got somebody in the chat when they can tell me that people do that, then, hey, they fuck my mind up. But then again, I won't believe that because I never thought about trying any drugs. So I never jumped up and say, you know what? I'm bored. I want to go find me some PCP and see what it feels like. I never done that. So I'm just going to say, I'm assuming she probably been using PCP. And I wouldn't be surprised that whoever the caseworkers was that was out there to see that baby, y'all probably knew it too. But again, y'all documented what you wanted documented. Y'all documented what you want to put on that paper. Only to have something on paper so y'all can clear y'all ass. Allegedly. Let me say allegedly. Allegedly. Didi, that's a good question. Did she just say that? Or did LE test her? Well, I'm pretty much sure LE tested her for it. If she says she did it, I'm pretty much sure they tested her for it. All right? I'm pretty sure they tested her for it. Ladies and gentlemen, how does this microphone sound? Do it sound much better? Do it sound much better? I listened to my show I did yesterday. I like, damn, this mic sound way better than the other one. I mean, I still love that one. I ain't getting rid of it, but I heard myself yesterday on this mic. I said, man, this mic sounds damn good. So am I still coming through okay? Everybody can still hear me? Let me know y'all can still hear me. All right. All right. Appreciate it. How about the video? The video still good? No boyfriend? How about the video? The video still looking good? But D said she was on drugs. She wouldn't know what she did. I don't know. I don't know, Diddy. I don't know about that. I don't know if I completely agree with that or not. I don't know if I completely agree with that or not. All right, everybody say everything good. All right, well, since everything good, guys, we got 47 in the bid, and can we get 40 likes? I sure appreciate it. I know 10 people can hit that like button. Y'all got some other accounts. Y'all hit that like button for you, boy. Appreciate it. You know, so that's my thing on that. And I hate this happened to this man because this man right here is so upset. I don't know how good y'all can see the video, but I can see it good because I'm using a flat screen TV as my second monitor. The man got sweat all over his face. So I don't know if he was hot in that bit or he just that upset that his body just burnt just hot like that. Because I know sometimes I get like this time. You get real mad, like your body just be burning hot for some reason. I mean, he was sweating bad. He was sweating bad in that video. But other than that, though, you can see the anger in his face. You can see the anger in his face. All right. So yes, whoever these caregivers are, instead of them being suspended, they may need to be fired. They need to be fired. Fuck the suspension. They need to be fired. They need to be fired. And I want to show y'all something else real quick before we go into the next show, because I think it's almost time for the next show to start. In one of my mods, if you see the new show on my channel, please get that link and put it in the chat room so people can go over there and they could join me for that one. So y'all, if y'all see it on my channel where I got the other shows set up, please, moderators, one of y'all go get the link and put it in there so they can go join that one right after this one. I want y'all to see this right here. Y'all can see that. They said DCFS must release the entire case file on Amaria. They must release entire case file on Amaria. I definitely agree. Release everything from the first visit. And again, I'm pretty much sure it's going to tell you everything. We're going to see what they had in the notes. And I hope I hope they put it out there. I want to see, did they put down what the baby actually told them that she was being beaten? I can't wait. I can't wait. We now know that DCFS received a report more than 2 months early on March 23rd. The next day, DCFS unsuccessfully attempted to visit her home. DCFS then did nothing for the next 2 months. By then, it was too late. DCFS waited a full week after Amaria's death to release a timeline disclosing this 2-month delay, and DCFS only did so due to dogged reporting by Struett and other journalists. So, who all did that? Thank y'all. Are these the docs? Oh, these ain't the docs. I thought these were the docs. Okay. They waited a full week after she died. and then released a timeline. Due to dog reporting by Stewart and other journalists. Amaria's case is tragic. Her mother, Andreal Hagler, admitted to killing Amaria after taking PCP. Hagler then attempted suicide by drinking bleach and putting a bag over her head. I'm trying to see if they got the timeline up in here. I don't see it. This case cried out for intensive drug and mental health services for Hagler and, at a minimum, a protective plan for Amaria. If this was done in March, the outcome of Amaria might have been very different. DCFS lack of transparency is disturbing. DCFS is a public agency responsible for the safety of our children. DCFS is arguably the most important and most troubled agency in the state government. It withholding information for a week. DCFS cited confidentiality rules. This can only be described as cynical and disingenuous. There's no longer any confidentiality to protect Amaria. She's dead. Moreover, these confidentiality rules are intended to protect vulnerable children, not inept bureaucrats whose inaction harms children. Many questions remain. What did Amaria tell the investigator? Yes. I would like to know that too. What were the conditions of the home? Yes, I would like to know that too. Was there evidence of drug use? I just asked that too. Shit, they read in my mind. What are the specifics of the reports of abuse in March? Did the report allege drug use or mental health issues? Didi, they asking the question, and this the question you asked, and hopefully we will get that. Hopefully we will. We call on DCFS for full transparency, including the release of the entire file and case notes. Transparency is the best, the only medicine to improve government as long as DCFS attempts to avoid releasing information when a child is harmed. Hiding behind confidentiality rules intended to protect children, there is little hope for meaningful reform. Listen to this. There's little hope for meaningful reform. If the intent of them hiding behind confidentiality to protect the children. Again, look at the West Boys and look what Ryan and them are doing trying to sue. I get it. You have your right to do that, to try to somewhat make a change or not. Again, maybe it's a step forward for making a change, but it's not going to make the change. It's still, in a sense, going to be meaningful. But for y'all, if y'all win the case, it's going to be beneficial. So, I say, for change, y'all could have just advocated for it. All right? But however, again, if y'all felt that Kern County did y'all wrong, y'all have y'all right to sue. But to say that this won't happen to another child, I'm sorry. Hold your breath. Don't hold your breath on that. Don't hold your breath on that. It's going to take, for what this father say, for things like that to get shut completely down and put in people who really gives a damn. That's what had to end up happening. Get people in there who really give a damn and who are going to do their job. Because it seems like now when a lot of people get jobs now, a lot of them get jobs because they know somebody, How many of y'all been on a job and you find out somebody was family or friends, and it seems like while they doing a job, they always saying something to you, whether it's bad or good, but they don't ever say nothing to the person they cool with. How many of y'all has had that happen before to y'all at a job? And then the worst case scenario at the job, you find out the reason they cool because they family. I think they'd be the worst one right there. And you always wonder to yourself, why the fuck you always saying something to me? Like I'm just a complete fuck up or something, but I just seen this person do so much stuff and you see it too, but you don't say nothing. Then kind of find out they tight like that. Or either they family members. And they don't say nothing to them unless they fuck up real bad. And when they mess up real bad, that's when they want to say something. But you, every little mistake you make, every little step every mishap that you make, is always something said. Always something said. Or if it ain't that, the person just don't plain like you. Is that too? That plays a part in it. The person just plain on don't like you. Right, Queen, and then need your help. Yep. I never understood why somebody be straight up assholes with people, but then turn around the same person you been an asshole to, you need their help. Or better yet, how many of y'all had this happen to y'all? Y'all help people, as long as you helping them, doing what they want to do, y'all cool. But for some reason, y'all fall out, whatever the case scenario may have been, now all of a sudden you fake. But the people who has done you some real harm, those are the ones you want to keep around. I get it, keep your friends closer, your enemies closer. But I never understood that the person who helped you, you want to dog them out. You want to make sure you hurt them to the core of their soul. But the person who has really done dirt to you, really done shitted on your name, and says some of the foulest shit on you, you'll go back and make up with them and be friends with them. And that's ass backwards to me. They ain't did shit for you. But you go back and try to be friends with them though. But the person who did do something for you, they helped you out, you got all this animosity and hatred towards them. And I never understood that. Never understood that. But in the long run, them people who be doing people like that always end up in fucked up situations. Always end up in fucked up situations. Now, I don't gloat. I could gloat, but I don't gloat. But this go to show you, man, you can't be treating everybody like shit. And then expect good things to come your way. Especially for the people who open their doors to help you when you needed help. And Miss Didi, that's why they say family members are the worst ones. Family members are the worst ones. Family members are the worst ones. I help somebody out. One little thing I did wrong that they disagreed with, I was everything but the friend that helped them out when they needed my help. But the people who really done them wrong, they went buddy with them. That's the stupidest shit I ever seen. Stupidest shit I ever seen. But with me, I'm everything but. So I can speak on this because it happened to me. One thing I did that they did not agree with what I did, even though I gave them a public apology. I'm everything but what I was. But everybody else, they dogged them out. They try to go back and get cool with them. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. That's real crazy. But like I said, this shit that I've been hearing that's been going on with that person, I could gloat. I could have got on here and talk bad about them, but I'm not like them. I'm not like them. The only thing I can just say to them, you come doing bad shit to people, fucked up shit to people, and all that, you get what you're asking for. That's it. You get what you're asking for. What goes around comes around. You can't call everybody who helped you some kind of fun way. They fake all of a sudden because they helped you, but everybody who tried to hurt you, they your buddies now? Yeah. Makes a whole lot of sense. Right, Living Dog. What up, Reggie? Right, Living Dog. First time you tell him no. First time you tell him no. Yep. First time you tell him no. So, anyway, yeah, so, again, how you treat people, it's going to come right back around to you. It's going to come right back around to you. And I ain't got to say a damn thing. But anyway, to this baby right here, rest in peace to you, young lady. I hate that this happened to you. You did not deserve it. From my understanding, your dad was trying to rescue you. But unfortunately, he kept getting a runaround. He kept getting a runaround. And he was unsuccessful in saving you. So the next time he'll see you, love, it's going to be the next lifetime. And that is so sad. Rest in peace, Amaria Osby. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for listening to me on this update. If y'all got the link to the next show, moderators, please put the link in there to the next show. We got a major update happening down there in Georgia. Got a major update happening. Not update. We got a major story happening down there in Georgia that quite a few of y'all has been sending me. And we're going to talk about this, see what's going on with their story. So moderators, please get that link again. Put it in the chat room. Let the people come over there and hit the thumbs up. And let's get ready for another show. Your man, Chris Thorns. I see y'all soon. Peace out.